On the first day of Midscore, our mod sent to Wii a dad who spent his son's uni money.
Beautiful.
What's up, WikiManiacs? It's your boy Josh, hosting the first 12 Days of Midscore. I'm, of course, joined by my two co-hosts, John and Sean, for this special occasion. What's up, boys?
I ain't gonna lie, Josh, that was the same damn intro that I was thinking of doing.
Well, it'll be different tomorrow.
I'm just gonna say the second day for
Yeah, exactly. Just do it different.
We'll just do it every time, I guess.
But shout out to our moderator on our subreddit, r/Reddit on Wiki, Midscore, who compiled 12 stories for us to do over the next 12 days starting today. That's right. Keep subscribed, so that you can keep up to date with the stories coming out for the next 12 days.
Well,
This first one here, boys, is a classic for a Friday, coming from r/Am I the Asshole?
Yeah.
And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Spending My Son's University Fund on a Trip to Europe to Drink Beer like I always threatened instead of giving it to his stepbrother after he passed away?
What?
That is a long title.
I'm trying to think again. I'm like, okay.
Don't make me read it again. I'm too sick.
I gotta say yes.
Okay.
I feel like that's not their money. I also probably heard the title wrong.
but also, I don't think it's anybody's money because the son sounds deceased.
Passed away.
I just hear threatening. And every time you threaten someone, that kind of makes you an asshole.
Okay.
I mean, let's just go opposite of John just because.
Nice. All right.
See what
All right.
happens.
Also, I totally blanked out what the title was, so it doesn't matter which one gets it right or
First
not.
recording of the day, meds are
We're
already out, not working.
Killing it.
Brother, like med's been off since like 3 p.m. What are you talking about?
My cold meds have been on since an hour ago.
My meds have a shelf life of like 7 hours. That's all I got.
All right, well, let's hop into it. I have no idea what you guys said either way, so we're going to hop into it.
Holy shit, we're starting strong on day one.
Yeah.
No one's listening to anybody.
The first day of Midscore.
Sick.
All right, so my son was smart. Smarter than me. I almost requested a paternity test because he was so damn intelligent. That's a joke, he says. My ex and I divorced when he was about 12. She remarried when he was 14. I did when he was 16. I had an RESP fund set up for him. That's an education fund in Canada. As long as he went for post-secondary education, he could use the money for anything. I always told him that I was okay with him not going to university. That way I could use the money I had saved up for him to go to Belgium and buy some beer from monks that only allow you to buy one case. Sounds very specific.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that.
Kind of sounds tight.
It does sound tight.
I would love a one case of beer from some monks.
Yeah.
Sean
That's
and
pretty
his
cool.
exclusivity. What a hype beast.
Yeah, where the fuck are you getting that? Try getting that at your fucking
I'll
Total
pay
Wine.
anything.
Slap a Supreme logo on it. I'll pay top dollar. I don't give a shit.
Supreme monks.
Whoa. Capitalistic monks? Who would have thought?
I'll pay.
Some might say all organized religion is capital.
Whoa.
Anyways,
I
we're moving
agree.
on.
I agree 100%.
Spicy first day of Midscore.
Oh, man.
He knew I was joking and he always played along. He wouldn't let me get his goat.
I hate to say, I feel like you weren't joking. Just by the title of how.
When he got accepted to McGill, it was the proudest moment of my life. I took him out for a beer to celebrate his achievement and mourn the loss of my trip to Europe. My son was then struck and killed by a drunk driver in March.
Fuck.
Oh, no.
I'm dealing with it. My ex is dealing with it. My wife has been nothing but my rock in this. She is holding me up. I was dealing with the funeral arrangements and everything when my ex came to talk to me about his money. She knew he had a scholarship and was just going to use the money for living expenses and an emergency fund. She asked me what I was going to do with it. I said I was going to do what I always said I would. I was going to Europe to drink beer. She asked if she could have it for her stepson. I thought about it and said no. Her husband is a decent enough person, but he made it clear that he wasn't responsible for any expenses for my son. beyond food and shelter and obvious stuff. Like I said, he is decent. I said I was not going to do that. I was going to drink beer in my son's honor. She said I'm wasting thousands of dollars, and I guess I am. I have to give back the government portion of the fund, but I don't care. My ex thinks I'm being stupid and irresponsible, wasting my son's money like this, but I don't care. My son would laugh his ass off if he knew I actually did it. So am I the asshole?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no too.
Yeah.
It's a way to, honor someone, and it's a running joke kind of between them two, right? And I think at the end of the day, it's a lot people. I wouldn't say mourn, but people celebrate each other's life in a different way, and again, it's something that they bonded over in the past. It's a running joke that they've had together, and I think it's a beautiful send off to be like, hey, I've always kind of joked around that I was gonna do this when you were still alive, when you were still around. I got to do it now, and I think it's okay. I think the ex-wife is valid for the request. I mean, I feel like that's pretty valid as well. But at the end of the day, I think the decision is fine as well.
This is his son's scholarship money, right?
Not scholarship money, but
this
it's
is
like
money he saved.
It's a fund.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's the dad solely put in money to it. So it is, by all intents and purposes,
It sounds like
OP's
it.
money.
Yes.
So, I mean, no. I mean, even if, at the end of the day, even if the son was alive and he was like, at the end of the day, I'd really want that exclusive beer. And then he went and did it. He would probably be an asshole, but then also just by rules of how I usually do things. I mean, it's kind of his money. At the end of the day, kind of like, when people take them off their will and things like that. So, I mean, yeah, given the circumstances, I think it's for sure you're not the asshole because like what John said, and like what OP said, it's a tribute to his son. It's something they've talked and joked about. It's something that, is a memory that you'll have and, you'll always think fondly of that. Like, I feel like it shouldn't even be an argument between the ex. Like, as soon as, you bring up the fact that, look, no offense, like, I'm not trying to call him out or anything because I think he's a good guy, but was he prepared to pay for college for our son? So then why should I pay for college for that kid when I'm not even like in that kid's life at all? So, I mean, like, so what, why would I do that at all? You know what I mean? Like, that is essentially a stranger. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I think you're well within your right. I mean, I guess you could ask. I mean, shoot or shoot. You know what I mean? But
she did. But she can't judge what he does with that money afterwards.
And honestly, I do think it's kind of a ridiculous. I mean, unless they were very close stepbrothers. You know what I mean? That's always a case. They could be best friends. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So maybe that's why she's like, asking. But if they weren't that close, I feel like low key, it's kind of a crazy ask to me.
Mhm.
Like, if the brothers aren't close, and then obviously you're not close because that's just your ex's stepchild. What the fuck? What? Why would I give him any money? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm going to do whatever even if I didn't want to go and buy beer, I'd just be like, I guess I'm just saving up for my next kid or I'm saving up for something else. You're not going to get, why would your kid get that? You know what I mean? So I think it's a crazy, unless they were best friends. But if they weren't, I think that's a ridiculous ask, to be honest. But yeah, I think definitely not the asshole. It's your money at the end of the day. How I said at the very beginning, no matter what happened, it's the money that you saved up and you get to decide where to go with it. I am very interested in whatever beer this is. I'm not going to lie to you. I want to go to Europe and find some monastery where I can only buy one case.
If anyone from Belgium knows what the hell this is, let us know in the comments.
I'll meet you there.
Hell yeah. Road trip to Belgium. Let's go.
Yeah.
Well, we can't do a
be
road
that
trip.
far of a drive from Texas.
We can't do a road trip.
We just got to cross an ocean, buddy.
That's easy. I mean, if you go up Canada, Greenland, it's not like
No,
that's.
they're not connected, but
I mean, but like, how far is a swim from Canada to Greenland?
so far.
And then like a little Greenland to Iceland, that's got to be pretty close.
The way I would drown, like trying to swim for 30 seconds.
you got a new body now, John.
Yeah.
You're lifting 245. You're running 5Ks.
I tried swimming in my pool like a few months ago. I fucking got gas like halfway through my damn pool.
Yeah, muscles sink, Sean, okay?
Oh, shit. Does fat float? I would fucking crush it.
I think it does.
Just be like, take me away.
Let the waves take me to Belgium.
But yeah, I don't have too much more to input other than her saying that she's wasting her son money to go like on a trip. It's like, isn't every trip technically wasting money then? It's like, what do you mean? So that's also.
I will say this though.
No?
I will say she may feel some type of way because a drunk driver is what took their son, and then he's going to go and drink more alcohol. So there is a chance maybe she's just like, I would rather you do quite literally anything else. But then he just has to explain, this is a joke between our son and I.
Right.
This is something that means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Also,
I didn't
it's my money.
That.
I feel like I shouldn't have to explain it to you, but also it is your son that passed. So I guess I do. But yeah, it's just, I could see a world where that's a thing, but also he didn't mention that at all. So
no, that's true.
Maybe not.
That's true. I didn't think about that.
Dude, I literally got a fucking tattoo of a chicken to honor my dad. Why would I ever put a chicken on my body in my life? Yeah. So it's like there's little things that you can do to like honor someone that you love, and if it comes to down to that, then that's what he chose, and that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah. To cap this off, My Little Wedding in the comments said, from someone who lost her 15-year-old sister to a car accident, this really tore me up way more than I thought it would. She was killed a month after her 15th birthday and had just been accepted to private school with a full ride scholarship she had been trying for. The acceptance letter sat on her vanity room for years after. You are not the asshole. If anything, you're far from it. The ex-wife even asking is a huge one. Please go to Europe and celebrate his life. It's the only thing that should be done with that money. If you have Venmo/Cash App, etc., I would also love to buy you a beer. I'm truly sorry for your loss.
Nice.
You should shoot your shot with that Venmo.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you're trying to Venmo somebody.
Sean would also like that beer.
SEANSNTPOD.
It will go to a good cause.
Yeah. Would love a beer.
But that is it for this story. We hope you enjoyed this 12 Days of Midscore. Be sure to subscribe to the podcast to hear every single day. If you want early access, we are dropping the 12 Days of Midscore in 2 parts for our Patreon and YouTube members. To subscribe, just go to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network or head on over to our YouTube channel and hit join. For the month of December, we are doing 15% off our Patreon memberships, so be sure to get it while it's hot. And finally, check out our Reddit on Wiki merch at our shop at redditonwikishop.com. Once again, all the links in the show notes, so go check that out. Thank you for listening and have a happy holidays.